Tired of struggling with lackluster plants and depleted soil? Imagine a garden teeming with life, vibrant and resilient, thanks to a centuries-old Korean secret. This isn't just about feeding your soil, it's about building an entire thriving ecosystem from the ground up with results you'll have to see to believe. What if I told you the secret to thriving soil isn't in a chemical bottle, but in a centuries-old Korean kitchen tradition? Welcome to the transformative world of Korean natural farming, or KNF, a revolutionary approach that harnesses the power of indigenous microorganisms to create soil that truly lives and breathes. For generations, Korean farmers have understood something that modern agriculture is only now rediscovering. The soil beneath our feet is not merely dirt, but a complex, living ecosystem that thrives on diversity and biological activity. Just as Korean families have long fermented kimchi, doenjang, and other foods to preserve nutrients and enhance flavor, Korean natural farming applies these same fermentation principles to cultivate robust soil communities. The genius of KNF lies in its recognition that every landscape already contains the perfect collection of microorganisms needed for optimal plant health. Rather than importing foreign solutions, this ancient practice teaches us to identify, capture, and multiply the beneficial bacteria, fungi, and enzymes that naturally occur in our local environment. The result is soil that doesn't just support plant life but actively nurtures it, creating a self-sustaining cycle of health and abundance. At the heart of Korean natural farming lies fermented plant juice, or FPJ, a powerhouse elixir that transforms ordinary garden ingredients into liquid gold for your soil. Think of FPJ as capturing lightning in a bottle. You're literally harvesting the life force of vigorous, healthy plants and concentrating it into a form your garden can readily absorb. The beauty of FPJ lies in its elegant simplicity. You need only two primary ingredients: fresh plant material from the strongest, most vibrant specimens in your area, and brown sugar to feed the fermentation process. The plant material serves as both the source and the home for beneficial microorganisms, while the brown sugar provides the energy these tiny workers need to multiply exponentially during fermentation. Creating FPJ is remarkably straightforward, requiring no special equipment or technical expertise. You begin by selecting plant material during the early morning hours when the plant's energy is at its peak, typically choosing young shoots, tender leaves, or flowering parts that pulse with vitality. These materials are then chopped and layered with brown sugar in a 1-to-1 ratio by weight, creating an environment where beneficial microorganisms can flourish while harmful bacteria are naturally suppressed by the sugar's osmotic pressure. The fermentation process typically takes about 7 to 10 days, during which the mixture transforms from simple plant matter into a complex ecosystem of enzymes, organic acids, beneficial bacteria, and growth-promoting compounds. What emerges is far more than just fertilizer. It's a living, breathing soil amendment that introduces billions of beneficial microorganisms directly into your garden's underground community. The transition from fermented kitchen creation to garden application is where the magic truly begins to unfold. Your finished FPJ, with its rich amber color and sweet, slightly alcoholic aroma, becomes the foundation for a comprehensive soil health strategy that works with nature rather than against it. Proper dilution is crucial for success, and here's where many gardeners discover the nuanced art of reading their soil's needs. For general soil application, dilute your FPJ at a ratio of 1 to 500 to 1 to 1000 with water, creating a solution gentle enough for regular use yet potent enough to deliver transformative results. This diluted solution can be applied as a soil drench, allowing the beneficial microorganisms to migrate directly into the root zone where they establish beneficial relationships with your plants. Foliar application opens another avenue for nutrient delivery and plant strengthening. When applied as a fine spray during the cooler morning or evening hours, diluted FPJ provides plants with immediately available nutrients, while simultaneously inoculating leaf surfaces with beneficial microorganisms that can suppress disease-causing pathogens. This dual action creates plants that are not just fed, but actively defended by their own microbial allies. Integration with your composting system multiplies the benefits exponentially. Adding FPJ to your compost pile accelerates decomposition while ensuring the finished compost is alive with beneficial microorganisms. This creates a continuous cycle where organic matter becomes increasingly rich in biological activity, ultimately producing compost that serves as both nutrition and biological inoculation for your garden beds. The visual results speak louder than any scientific explanation. Gardens treated with FPJ develop that distinctive deep green coloration that signals optimal plant health, while root systems become more extensive and efficient at nutrient uptake. Soil structure improves dramatically as beneficial fungi create networks that bind soil particles together, creating the crumbly, well-draining yet moisture-retentive texture that every gardener dreams of achieving. The true power of Korean natural farming reveals itself not in weeks or months, but in the profound long-term transformation of your garden's entire ecosystem. As you consistently apply FPJ and other KNF principles, you're essentially rewilding your soil, returning it to the complex biological state that nature intended. Soil structure undergoes remarkable improvement as beneficial fungi establish extensive hyphal networks that act like underground highways, transporting nutrients and water throughout the root zone while binding soil particles into stable aggregates. This biological architecture creates soil that breathes freely, allowing air and water to penetrate deeply while maintaining the moisture retention necessary for plant health during dry spells. Water management becomes increasingly effortless as your soil's biological activity increases. Well-established KNF systems can reduce irrigation needs by up to 50%, as improved soil structure and increased organic matter content create a natural reservoir that captures and holds precipitation more effectively. This isn't just water conservation, it's creating soil resilience that protects your garden against both drought and excessive rainfall. Nutrient cycling reaches a level of sophistication that really mimics natural forest ecosystems where nothing is wasted and every element serves multiple purposes. The diverse microbial community fostered by regular FPJ applications breaks down organic matter at different rates, creating a steady release of nutrients that matches your plant's seasonal needs without those boom and bust cycles you usually see with synthetic fertilizers. Perhaps most importantly, your garden becomes increasingly self-sustaining with each passing season. The need for external inputs just keeps diminishing as your soil's biological community matures, capable of manufacturing its own nutrients, suppressing diseases, and maintaining optimal pH levels through natural buffering systems. This evolution toward self-sufficiency, honestly, represents the ultimate goal of regenerative gardening practices. The journey into Korean natural farming begins with a single batch of fermented plant juice, but it opens the door to a completely transformed relationship with your garden. This ancient wisdom offers us a path back to soil that lives, breathes, and actively participates in the growth and health of everything we plant. So your first FPJ batch might seem like a simple fermentation project, but honestly, you're actually initiating a biological revolution in your garden beds. As you progress from your initial experiments to regular application, you'll witness your soil transforming from a mere growing medium into a thriving ecosystem that supports not just plant growth, but the entire web of life that makes gardens truly magical. You know, the beauty of this system really lies in its accessibility. Every gardener, no matter their experience level or budget, can harness these powerful biological processes. Your local landscape already contains everything needed to create soil amendments that rival even the most expensive commercial products. And honestly, the process itself teaches you to observe and work with natural systems rather than against them. Start small, but start today. Just choose the healthiest plant in your area, grab some brown sugar, and begin your own fermentation journey. Be sure to document the changes you see, both in your soil and in the way your plants respond, because you're about to witness firsthand why Korean farmers have trusted these methods for centuries. The future of your garden really begins with understanding that healthy soil isn't just the foundation for successful growing, It's actually the key to creating a resilient, self-sustaining ecosystem that will reward your efforts for years to come. This Korean fermentation secret isn't only about better vegetables or prettier flowers, it's about partnering with nature to create abundance that sustains itself. If this guide has opened your eyes to the incredible potential of Korean natural farming, don't keep it to yourself. Go ahead and subscribe to the Humus Heritage for more ancient wisdom applied to modern gardening, and share this knowledge with fellow gardeners who are ready to transform their relationship with soil. Together, we can rediscover the biological secrets that have sustained agriculture for millennia while building gardens that truly thrive.